I was born in Gachetá, Cundinamarca in 1987. My mother is Blanca Costa and my father is Jorge Urrego. About my parents, I can say that they were the typical couple of 80s. I mean that they met in a sports event, concretely in a basketball championship near to 1981. They were dating by 3 years until the marriage in 1984. 6 months later, my older brother Adrian came to the world. He was the happiness of my grandparents. After 3 years, in 1987, they brought me to this world to keep company to my brother who felt very lonely. With the time, we grew up, and the time to study arrived in first place for Adrian, that felt pretty angry with the idea of separating from my mother. So he made a lot of drama and did not want to study preschool, and my mother had to take with her to the classroom until the first grade. In my case, I was more relaxed with the situation, and my mother does not have problems with me. My study years in preschool were very relaxed. Even though at the end of preschool I started to feel pretty tired with my homework, but finally I passed to the first grade. But before starting the first grade in 1993, my younger brother came to the world. It was difficult to me because I feel pretty jealous with my newborn brother. When I didn't start the first grade, difficulties with my writing were evident, and my teacher suggested to my mother that I needed glasses to solve the problem. And effectively, the doctor corroborated the suspects of my mother and the teacher. I needed glasses. From this moment, my life changed radically, and I even started to be a good student for the rest of primary school. In 1999, I started my secondary school. In this time, I knew some friends and started a new perspective of life. Friendship, a lot of funny time, sports, and so on. I haven't been the most popular guy in a secondary school, but it changed when I was in 11th grade, when I was elected student representative. I didn't know what happened, but all my classmates felt an enormous respect for me and a collaborative attitude. From this moment, had the conviction that my career will be focused in help people, maybe as a doctor, maybe as a teacher. When I finished my secondary school in 2004, my family did not have the best economical situation. I mean that my parents doesn't and had enough money to pay my university in Bogota, like they were doing with my older brother who was studying systems engineering. So the circumstances made me to decide start a complementary cycle. I meant that I will be a teacher. My studies as a normalist lasted 4 semesters. In this time, I had to learn the basic didactics to be a preschool and primary teacher. In 2006, I had finished my complementary cycle and I had to start to think in my future. Fortunately, in this year, there was a call for a contest to enter to the teaching career. So I was lucky because I presented a hard test and I approved. I was ready to start my career. I had to wait by 2 years for the next step of teachers contest. In this time I worked in different trades as a waiter, as a picker in a greenhouse, replacing other teachers for hours, and making disability leaves for teachers and so on. Finally, in 2008 I had to attend the audience to choose my work location. I was lucky because I chose it in my town, but it was the most far school on my municipality. I worked by 2 years until I was transferred to the principal campus in 2010, in where I still working. In these 12 years that I've been working, I can learn a lot of things and I can grow as a teacher.